If you cannot enforce citizenship in federal elections, then there are no federal elections of any validity whatsoever. They're meaningless. You may as well give out voter ballots in China and Mexico, Russia, wherever you want. And it means that we've lost our sovereignty. Now, every justice would not understand that. It doesn't matter how they've interpreted the law. It means they perverted the law. It means they've twisted the law. And there's only one reason they did it. It's because they're being blackmailed. They're corrupt. The 5 justices, now 4 of them are diehard revolutionary communists. We know that. They always have been. Just look at the past of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I stand by those words. Diehard revolutionary communist from the time she came out of the womb. She was a red diaper doper baby, bred in Brooklyn or some other despicable borough of New York, no doubt, or an akin to New York, steeped in a hatred of America, steeped in hatred of the flag, steeped in hatred of Christianity itself, and wanting to turn America on its ear. So we wrote her off. But Kennedy, where did he come from? Wasn't he appointed by the great Ronald Reagan? The great Ronald Reagan appointed Justice Kennedy, and he was approved by Edwin Meese, that great conservative, who had one of his low-down lawyers inside the Justice Department, who's now a flamboyant talk show host who every day tells you what a conservative is. Every day, the lawyer who vetted Justice Kennedy goes on the air and tells you that he knows what a conservative is. Well, let me ask you something. If he knows what a conservative is now, how come he didn't know what a conservative was then? When did he not know what a conservative was? When he approved Kennedy? Or now while he sits in fumes and spits into the microphone, hating everyone around him? When did he not know what a conservative was? Now or then? It's an interesting question. I don't think you'll get an answer for it. But never forget who gave us Justice Kennedy. It was Ronald Reagan, Edwin Meese, and an unknown lawyer who's now posing as a conservative talk show host who has nothing to say other than to attack me. And I'm not taking it anymore. And if I hear one more word about me that's a perversion of reality, I will unleash on that little man like he's never been unleashed upon. I will tell you things about him that you don't even want to know. It will make old women weep. I'm warning him to stop it. And I'm warning him to start becoming a talk show host instead of a little loudmouth rat, a little ratso Rizzo who got away with murder all these years because no one will stand up to him. You gave us Justice Kennedy. You own Justice Kennedy. So don't tell us that we're not conservative enough for you. You are a fraud through and through. And that's all I'm going to say on him, because he's not the issue. He's just another phony lawyer hiding as a conservative talk show host, making believe he knows what a conservative is day in and day out, beating everyone up around him, beating up paper tigers. The guy couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. Mr. Tough Guy. Well, here we are facing the death of the West because of men like him.
And this is a wonderful business. And by and large, the hosts are wonderful. But there are some, really a handful, who are not. And you have to decide when you're a national host with a big audience whether you're going to drag the audience into these really childish, outrageous, jealous, sophomoric rants that some of these others participate in. I'm told it happened today. So here's what I'm going to do. If this host opens his fat mouth one more time, we're going to have a long show exposing him and everything about him. You can already Google his name. It's all out there. You don't need a private detective. But I'm throwing down the gauntlet. This industry should clean itself up. Corporations should clean themselves up. People shouldn't use the opportunity of large audiences and broadcast formats to attack individuals, to try and settle scores, to try and smear people. But I'm telling you, my beloved audience, the army of Levinites out there, because we try to keep this show on the straight and narrow. If I hear this happens one more time, I'm going to take an hour out of the program, and we're going to go through the life and times of this guy. We're going to go through the life and times of this guy. That's it. Case closed. Now let's move on.